Why do we need yet another activity tracker with all the different kinds of things we're going to be putting on our wrist soon, whether it be the Apple Watch or a Fitbit or a fuel band or whatnot? Well, Angel Sensors has an answer to that, and we're going to talk about the future of health right now. Who are you?
I'm Eugene Joro. Nice to be here, Robert. I'm CEO and co-founder at Angel Sensor. I basically build stuff. I've been writing software since I was 12. I love electronics. I love the meeting of those two technologies. I care about health.
Yeah. You know, I pitched this as why do we need yet another fitness tracker? Because I don't know how many there are on the market. At CES last year, I think we saw at least 15 different ones. But you have a unique set of sensors on the back here, and that gives me a hint that you're doing a little bit more than a Fitbit or a fuel band or whatnot. Why are you crazy enough to jump into a crowded space like this?
Because we are impatient. I think we're not making enough progress. We're moving too slow in the digital health space. But yeah, we've developed some what I call serious health technology. There's a heart rate sensor, activity tracker, there's a blood oxygen sensor, and a skin temperature sensor. But you know, let's put all the sensors aside. What really matters here is that we are taking all those sensors in. We are making the data accessible to folks who want to build something with it. We are Angel transmits that to a phone, to a PC, to a treadmill, and if you want to build an app, if you want to do some research, if you want to build an enterprise application based on health data, this is the device for you. So it makes health tracking accessible. We want to make it a commodity.
And when you're talking about your company, I bet a lot of people are keying in on the sensors, because I don't know of a health sensor yet that has a heart rate sensor. I know some smartwatches. Apple's watch has a sensor similar to this. Basis that Intel bought has a sensor similar to this, but very few companies are putting heart rate sensors underneath their watches, because they're expensive and they use battery life, right?
And actually, this is something that we want to solve, because not everyone is going to wear an iWatch, but we want to get health tracking on every wrist. Yes, we've developed. We took on this challenge of building something that is considered very difficult today. Checking your heart rate at the wrist is very difficult and unstable. This is a very new technology, but we wanted to go there to give so many people who are trying to build stuff in this space, give them the data. And that's really, I think I've been talking to a lot of doctors and developers who want to innovate, and they all have been asking. They all told me, "Oh, this is exactly what I need. I have my own application in mind. I have my own solution, but I just need the data."
Yeah. Why don't you put that on so we can get a demo in a minute or two? When you're talking about data, you know, the Fitbit sort of led the world here with steps, and it's an accelerometer that shows how many steps you're walking. And my wife lost, I think, 40 pounds with her Fitbit, and she wears it every day. This kind of sensor can show a lot more data, though, and can show other kinds of problems with your body rather than you're just not exercising enough, right?
That's correct. The key here is prevention, and all of the apps are going to move in that direction. So we can analyze your heart rate data, 5 years of your heart rate data, and see where you're going with it, what the trend is. If you're going to get a bit better, if your health is going to be in danger in 5 years from now. We can analyze temperature and see, we can deal with fertility issues and help women to see when is the best day to get pregnant. We can analyze your mood based on heart rate, basically our intervals. That's something very scientific about your heart rate. So a lot of high resolution data that is coming out of this sensor.
Yeah. Can you show me what it looks like, and then what are you thinking developers will do with this kind of data?
Okay. So the app that I'm looking at is our basic app. It's open source, just as our SDK is. you can see all the metrics that my wristband transmits: my heart rate, my skin temperature. Oxygen is not showing yet, but it will soon. Number of steps. Well, I just reset the device. Acceleration, energy, a lot of metrics. By the way, if I tilt the device, what we're going to see is the actual raw signal. The top two channels are my optical heart rate, and if you have enough imagination, you will see the peaks there that are my heartbeats. And the signal on the bottom is the acceleration, the movement. If I shake my wrist, you see a distinct pattern there. So developers, we've been talking to startups and research institutions and quite a few enterprise clients. What they want to build is, I've been hearing a lot of good ideas, such as emergency alert apps to let us know if there is a problem, if somebody has having difficulty to breathe, or if there is a heart attack. People want to monitor their kids. You know, if maybe your kid is running a fever, and you want to know about it. A lot of good ideas there.
Yeah, your company is really interesting because it's almost bifurcated into two separate pieces. One is the band itself, and you did a great job. Obviously, you have a lot of expertise with electronics and manufacturing because it's a nicely done band. It's what, about $160?
Yeah, $159.
$159, and the other part is the software and the platform that's going to let developers take this data and do things with it. In 5 years, do you think you're going to be a band company or a data company?
That's a tricky question. I really think that we need to focus on being a tool company. We want to create tools for others to build stuff in digital health. Today, it's about sensors because sensors are still inaccessible to many players in this field. Tomorrow, maybe we'll start building better data processing tools. I don't know, but right now it's about tools.
Yeah, tell me about the battery life on this, because with this kind of sensor, I think the battery life goes down. But tell me how
it's actually a major concern. We want to achieve 24/7 monitoring. Okay, so it's still under development, but we'll get to about 7 days without recharging.
7 days, that's pretty good, because the Apple Watch is going to be about a day, maybe 2. And if you have to take it off and charge it, that means you're not studying your sleep patterns, right? Because this can be used to study sleep patterns as well, right?
Absolutely. And well, you only need to take it off for about an hour to recharge it fully.
I know, but I have 7 of these stupid things at home, and I never put them back on because they're all charging, and I forget to put them on, and I'm halfway down the street before I realize, oh shoot, I forgot to put on my watch.
I think you need a special app to time all the charging periods of all of your devices. So charging is really not an issue, but I wanted to have a device that you don't need to take off at all, but we can build it in 2014, maybe next time, I don't know, maybe we'll use solar energy on your body electricity to recharge it. So.
Well, there's new battery charging technologies coming out of Israel as well. You guys are out of Israel, right?
Yeah.
StoreDot I'm seeing at CES, and they have a battery that can recharge in 30 seconds. And there's other companies that make pads that can do wireless charging. So soon you can just hold your hand on a pad for a minute and charge up your device, right? If I never have to take it off, that's really a huge advantage. You know, the Misfit lasts months because it doesn't have sensors like this, and the Apple Watch lasts a day or 2. And so you're already winning because you have to take it off once a week, maybe.
Yes, we just needed to get this product out there. Yes.
Yeah. When you have this kind of sensor platform, what are doctors talking to you about doing? Sleep. What other kinds of things do you expect developers to be trying to do with this kind of data?
Well, you'd be surprised, but most doctors don't want any more data. They just tell me, I don't need that. I don't know what to do with it. But if you talk to doctors who really understand how health and technology are going to combine, they say, you know what? Let's do some research. Let's start digging because there's a lot of stuff. There is a lot of low-hanging fruit in this space. We will discover patterns and trends, and we'll maybe be able to predict heart attacks and let people know that in 10 years they're going to develop a problem. Let's prevent that. A lot of exciting ideas that we can implement in this area.
That's cool. How were you funded?
Well, we've graduated from a successful crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo. We got about $300,000. And we also scored an investment from an health insurance company who believed in this technology and wanted to see it happen and to offer it to their clients.
Well, let's talk about insurance because I assume at some point one of these devices is going to tell you in advance you're going to have a heart attack tomorrow. And if that happens, one, you save the ambulance cost. That's $2,000 right there. Insurance companies love this kind of stuff, right? And two, maybe I get to the hospital in time to have a stint, have a low cost, low impact surgery, maybe cost $20,000, $30,000, right? If I have to cut you open and cut your leg open like they did to my friend, that's $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, right? And so the insurance company, I can see are really